Hello, hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. No strange voices today, just announcements. Number 1. Other shows on the channel. Friday night, Astral Calling. Saturday, Baldur's Gate. Will, Chad, Matt play Baldur's Gate with
The
Calf.
boys.
It's the boys. It's the tabletop bros. So this is what I wanted to do with it. It's fun. Sunday, Cozy Co-op. Will, Sarah, Emily playing Sunhaven, hanging out, talking about stuff. It's honestly just the three of us rambling for a few hours. It's great. Speaking of rambling for a few hours, Monday night, Strength of Thousands AP.
I think that might be a shot at me. I don't
It's
know.
not a shot at anyone.
Okay.
Join
I
us
believe you.
as we maybe get back to the adventure path this week. Who knows?
I
Probably.
think that's the plan.
And go watch the VOD of the Halloween episode. Go
Not a
watch
lot
it.
happens, but it's some silly fun.
If you want to have a good time, go watch it. It's fun. And then, of course, on Wednesday night, we have Wild Ambition, the show you're watching right now. Programming announcement reminder for the next 2 weeks. So the week of the 13th and the week of the 6th. The week of the 6th and the week of the 13th. We're only going to be doing the tabletop RPG shows on this channel. Have a good sleep, crazy.
Aww.
We're only going to be doing the tabletop RPG shows on this channel for the next couple weeks because I'm going down to LA for Rose's wedding, and it's very difficult to stream the non-tabletop RPG shows remotely.
That's fair.
So yeah, we'll be doing that, and I'm also going to go see Zoe's show. Zoe's not here right now because they're in Tech Week for it.
They sure are.
They sure are, but they got to see McKenna last night. So
That's true. I came and crashed their tech rehearsal last night.
how was it? Did you enjoy it?
It's amazing watching them all work. This is probably no offense, Cooper, the best cast I've seen for this show. Overall. Cooper was in one of the previous casts, and while they were very good overall, this cast eats,
Nice.
devours, serves.
And McKenna?
You're gonna watch it, Cooper, and you're gonna agree with me.
Well, no, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
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 So I'm very
I'm
excited
sure
to
Chad
get to
would
see
be
that.
very sad.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of which, let's do introductions. We, of course, have our wonderful cast here because it's why you're here to watch the show, because of the wonderful people that we have in this cast and the characters they're portraying. Starting off with someone who has returned to us from the mines of Horror Nights. We have Cooper back playing Christine. How you doing, Cooper?
It's so funny that you say the mines specifically. For those that are not aware, I just got a new labor contract at my work, Universal Studios Hollywood, my union job. Yay.
Unions are
One
good.
of my coworkers earlier today referred to it as in terms of how long we've been there, referred to it as, oh Jesus, we talk so much. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Anyway, basically like the slavery like brand that we wear, having worked thousands of hours for this goddamn place. Anyway, I'm doing great. I've been working 50 to 60 hour work weeks for the last 2 months, and my Wednesdays have been
Part of
shot,
that.
as I'm sure Will has told the stream, but I'm glad to be back. I've missed being a hot, beautiful, kills you girlfriend.
I mean, Cooper, you're just a hot, beautiful, kills you Cooper, so you're good.
Oh.
There you go.
Have you considered paying your union dues yet?
Oh, I
Are you gonna
did.
start doing that now? Oh, good for you!
I've been paying. First of all, McKenna, you don't know what you're talking about. My union dues were already coming out of my paycheck. Second of all, they stopped coming out of my paycheck when I got laid off in 2020. So for some reason,
You said they've been emailing you being like, you are in bad standing with the union.
yeah, so it's this really fun thing that the union does whenever like something is coming up, like I don't know, say a ratification meeting.
Union.
So I went out of my way to call the union the morning of and be like, send me a Square invoice right now. And they sent me a Square invoice right 3 hours later because there was someone that was smart enough to do it. But anyway, I was only like $140 behind or something like that. But it
That's
was
not
all
bad.
from the year that I had gotten laid off, and I don't know why I was billed for it, but I don't care enough because now
Yeah.
I make $40 an hour overtime. I make
Oh
at
yeah.
least 25 or $26 an hour right now at the job that I work, and like an extra 250 on top of that when I'm in charge. God is good. Ugh.
It's for a livable wage.
Thank you, Ooh
For a
Union. Thank you,
livable
Ooh
wage.
Woonions. There we go.
But anyway, I'm glad to be back. Hello,
Woonions.
everybody.
Welcome
I'm
back,
playing
Cooper.
Christine.
Tap the sticker.
Yeah.
Oh, we got some cute emotes in the chat.
Yeah, Discarded
Yeah.
Dorks hanging out with us. I think those are from, yeah, that's from Discarded's channel, I believe.
You're the current hype train conductor.
Hey. Yeah, but, of course, that's Cooper. Welcome back, Cooper. I've missed you. I've missed having Cooper around. The amount of joy that Cooper brings to one's life is surprisingly noticeable when they are vacant from it.
I feel like Will's not going to be saying that next week when we're sharing a hotel room and I'm fully naked in our like one of the two beds.
Cooper.
But
Cooper.
hello.
Nothing I haven't seen.
That's true.
Like, let's be honest.
I would argue it's less than what you've already seen.
Ooh.
It's less than what I've already seen.
Oh, you lost.
Anyway, this is a family-friendly
Anyway.
stream, and we love our viewers here.
Yeah, we do, but we're
We
not
are
going to get
not-
into that.
I'm not sure how family friendly we are, honestly.
Well, speaking of
Depends on
family,
what kind of family.
speaking of family friendly,
What
the
in the
person
Alabama did
who
you just say
is
to me?
the person who's most likely to become the protagonist of one of those found family novels, we have McKenna playing Honey Madeline. How are you doing tonight?
I was wondering where that was going.
I feel like
Just
McKenna
working.
could be like a family friend. I feel like McKenna would become like a found family sort of like young adult romance, young adult teen book protagonist
Become.
very easily. I feel like she
McKenna
fits
and I
that vibe.
are the found family.
I feel like
Have
McKenna
I
fits
not
that vibe.
spoken enough on how I have a good relationship with my actual family?
You do, but I feel like you would fit that vibe.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it. You're reaching for a transition, and I'll throw you that phone. Hi everyone, I'm McKenna Ray Diamond, professional bone thrower and player of Honey Madeline, our gunslinger. I'm McKenna Ray Art on all of the socials, and that's all I got for you tonight.
Go click on that TikTok link and give them a follow.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
Then, moving right along, in search of good times and good news, the reason why I use that as a transition, because it's a road trip song, and someone who I will probably be taking a road trip with next year, we have Matt playing Lorgar.
That sounds
Well,
nice.
how do everyone?
Y'all are road tripping down to Abby's wedding?
I mean, possibly. I don't know, really. Depends on if we.
Godspeed.
There might be a good flight we can get a deal on. I don't know.
There might be, but at the same
There's
time,
a lot more direct flights out of Winnipeg these days.
there is now direct flights to LA. I'm taking one on Monday. I'm excited for it.
I would be too.
Yep. But yeah, so Matt playing Lorgar. How you doing tonight, Matt?
I'm good, though the prospect of driving through the states frightens me a tiny bit, because I hear you guys have got a lot more cryptids than we do. And I owe the
That's
Mothman,
true.
and I owe the Mothman money, so I don't want to risk
We would
driving.
We could drive through Mothman territory on the way.
No, I owe him money.
Smack
I
his
don't
ass
want to
for
risk
me.
it.
You think Mothman is double caked up?
I
Oh,
know for a
absolutely.
fact.
Have you seen that statue?
boy is quadruple caked.
He has bought a bakery and made a franchise.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't
yes,
want
I'm
to use
disappointed.
I don't want to use caked up as a transition for somebody.
Oh, Abby's stacked. Abby's got the juicy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Abby's
what you're
at war
missing
with this
from here
kitten.
down.
But I will use this one. Abby holding the first stream cat of the night, Fleavy.
Crackhead.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
She fell into a bucket of water like half an hour ago.
you got any more of that catnip?
She's so real for that.
Honestly, she's not even old enough to register catnip yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
I saw the cutest cat stand online that's like just coffins stacked up on each other. And
Yeah.
it's the most adorable thing.
I do kind of love that.
And last but not least, of course, we normally would have Shy, but Shy has to do some actual adult things tonight. So
Aw.
we are down a Darla. And of course, as we already know, we're going to be down a Twitty probably until like the new year.
Probably to the new year?
Yeah, I'd assume so, because the caroling gig.
I don't know if they're going out on Wednesdays, though. I also don't know how long the caroling gig is going to last. We'll see.
That's fine. But either way, we'll find out. But Twitties, played by Zozy Pose on the internet. Go follow them. They do an amazing makeup job. They just did a Halloween thing for a thing they went and did with their partner on Halloween that, because it's technically a struck work, we're not going to promote any more than that.
Fucking love Halloween!
Yeah.
Me when I fucking love Halloween.
This is Halloween.
Yeah, this is Halloween. This is my Halloween. I'm dressing in costume. This is my Halloween stream.
And of course, hello, my name is Will Olson, as Tabletop Rolls here on the internet. If you're in the LA area, chat, next couple of weeks I'll be down there. Let us know on socials. Come say hi. I'm down to talk philosophy of GMing and of games in general, because, why not? Let's go meet strangers on the internet. What's the worst that can happen? It's how
Halloween.
It's how I became friends with Rose and Sarah, technically. So
That's actually so real.
right now I'm 2 for 2 for good things on it, so might as well make it 3. Time to roll that intro. Last time on Wild Ambition, after discovering that Balti went into the desert with some Uruxi who needed help, our party chased after them. They joined the Uruxi cavalcade. Yeah, that's a word that works for that.
There were no survivors.
They joined the Uruxi cavalcade to escort Balti to the village, to the Blackgrass Bayou village safely. Along the way, they faced many challenges and obstacles. Aggressive bugs. A black pudding that killed all the Uruxi that were leading the way to the village. Thank goodness we had Lorgar with them. And after helping Balti come to a realization as to just how dangerous the world is, our party finally made it to the Blackgrass Bayou.
Kid had to learn eventually.
Nor it's true.
Upon their arrival to that, it has been a full day, so we're actually going to jump back and rejoin Christine.
Christine,
you got absolutely slammed with work for the day when you got back. It seems that Sim had actually managed to be effective, and he caught a couple folks who were like stealing cattle from a ranch and robbing houses, and he locked them up, and he basically had like a lot of paperwork and justice handing out to do.
Unbelievable. I'm so proud of him.
During that time, Honey just kind of disappeared, and you didn't see her. Nor did you see her.
He would have said something to Christine.
Canonically in the episode, y'all just went out after him. So
Because Cooper wasn't there to say anything to.
Yep.
And whose fault is that?
But
Jacqueline?
yeah, you haven't seen Honey in a few days.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That definitely does not bode well for Christine the character, but also McKenna, I can't remember. Do we have message? Do we have
I
some?
have message and I would have messaged you. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's what I thought. I thought one or both of us had it by this point. I just couldn't remember.
Yes.
Because it's been 2 months. I feel like I've been swamped with work for 2 months, but it's only been canonically one day. But yeah, that's definitely a surprise. I'm not used to him being competent like that.
Yeah.
Um,
No, he was real competent. He actually he got them, he booked them, he locked them up in cells. He actually locked the door. It was nice.
wow. I guess every dog's got its day.
I resemble that remark, Sheriff.
You do resemble that remark. Yeah.
Listen, Sim knows who they are.
Um,
If you want to do a picture Sim chat, just picture the most average guy, like
same.
I
the
picture
most-
personally Mike Meekins from the first Ace Attorney game, Fifth Trial. Mike
Oh my
Meekins,
God.
look it up.
He's looking it up right now.
I'm curious. Yeah, I could see that. I was thinking the deputy, a little bit more of the deputy from Gravity Falls, but Mike
Oh.
Meekins works as well.
I love that character.
Yeah.
A goofy fucking character.
But yeah, boss, we got it done. I got them all arrested. They're in their cells, waiting.
Well, shit, let's get to interrogating.
All right, have fun. And Sim heads out, and as they know to do, lets you interrogate the prisoners behind closed doors.
Can I do like a kind of insight check as he's beaming with pride? Just. Oh god, I have to open my character sheet, huh?
Yes, you do.
Stop. Stop it. It's been 2 months.
It'll be perception for insight, Cooper.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I try to be helpful. 21. You know what? That's pretty good. Sim seems to be beaming. It looks like Sim's just in a good stride today. Something's going on. Something's making Sim a real happy fella. Some might say the most happy fella. Sim's just in a good mood.
Okay. Could be worse, I guess. Really not used to him doing things right. Who am I working with, Will?
Well, you got a number of just kind of generic bandits in a cage.
So true.
There does appear to be one of them that's like a little bit more grisly than the others. They have like the 5 o'clock shadow and some like shaving scars on their face.
Hot.
Otherwise, all the other ones are just kind of sitting in a corner, just like, you know that game Fingers where you like hit someone's finger and it goes up to 2. And
Yes.
they're just like playing that eternally.
A classic.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start with Fingers.
All right. You go up to 2 of the guys just playing that game. They just kind of look up at you.
How good are you?
Well, I've been told I'm very good with them.
Interesting. So you wouldn't mind playing a game then?
Oh, of course. I'm more than happy to play this game with anyone. Especially
She'll-
a fine lady like yourself.
You.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
It gets
She
you
pulls up a
everywhere,
small
man.
table and puts it in front of the cell. And just pats the table.
You are aware how this game works, right? It's not really a table game. Are you trying to like arm wrestle? What's the goal here, Sheriff?
Oh, you know what? Wow, never mind. I feel so stupid, Will. I thought you were talking about Five Fingers.
Oh no! I was talking about the game where you have like
Yeah,
two,
as soon as like I just put it together where it's like one goes up. Yeah.
yeah.
I know the game you're talking about.
Put
I
a finger
Cooper, have never
down.
played it.
That's fair. Not many people have. It's kind of like a under the radar playground game.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
feel like
it's something
was
that
under
theater
the
kids
radar.
played in the wings when they weren't allowed to speak,
oh,
but were
you're
still
so
children who
right.
needed entertainment.
The
It
ADHD
was
for
the
theater
ADHD,
kids.
wasn't it? It was only the gifted theater kids.
Oh Christ. Anyway,
Anyway. But yeah, they're just like they're a little bit confused by a table. They put their hands like out on it.
she'll tap a finger.
Okay, it'll go up, and yeah, the game will go. The two of you will just kind of play about. That game is one of those games that's solved. So basically, like, because you go first, it's up to the second player. Depending on the move they make, they can basically force a draw, and they continually force that draw.
hmm While we play,
Yeah.
what was this guy in here for?
He was in here for just some burglary. Burglary?
Burgerly?
Bur-
Burglary.
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 Crimes.
Burglary.
No, I
Burglary.
like burgery.
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 Burglary.
We're gonna burgle your turts.
Jesus.
I didn't watch that this year.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Over the Garden Wall,
Oh.
or Dante's
say
Inferno
that?
if you're cultured. Yeah,
Ooh.
They did.
yeah. Greg says that, and I've never forgotten it.
But what was the conversation as they're playing? It's like, oh, you got some skills, Miss Sheriff.
Don't I know it? You've got some skills too, Robin, like that.
Mm-hmm. I am a humble worker of the underground arts.
How interesting. You know, how long you been thieving like that?
Well, ever since I was but a lad, the days the mines closed. Well, see, it started when I was a child. I wanted a piece of candy from the general store. My mama said no, so I just picked it up and took it out of the store with me, and none were the wiser. I started taking other things. You know, start with a piece of candy. Then it turned into 2 pieces of candy. Then it turned into hairpins and other things for some of the girls in the schoolhouse. You know, found the pretty things, the flowers, the lovely crocheted flower brooches, that type of thing. Yeah, and you know, you follow your talents. I'm not very smart, I'm not very strong, but I'm very dexterous. I'm double
I might
jointed.
agree with that.
Yeah, watch this. And they actually like go and they like take their arm, and like normally the basically like the cell, it's locked, right?
hmm
It's an outside lock that you need a key for. They actually like reach their arm and like using like a double joint get to like right in front of the lock, which is normally not possible. It's like yeah. And then they go back.
I want to make a quick check to grab his his 4 base fingers, like not his thumb.
Yeah, make me a athletics check.
Oh my god, I'm hero pointing that.
16.
Not
You know,
much
that's
better.
enough. This guy is like literally like a level 1 thief, so you just
hmm
grab him by the fingers and you got those 4 fingers in his hand.
I look him very calmly in the eye while I hold on to his dexterous little joints. I look him directly in the eye and I tell him, you know, in some places, thieves get their hands cut off.
Only if you're successful.
Yeah, doesn't look like you were very successful. Why don't you work
Technically
for us
speaking,
instead?
I didn't take anything, and possession is 9/10 of the law.
uh,
There's
wow.
no law
Deft
against
fingers and a deft mouth,
there's
huh?
no law against attempted burglary. I've just decided it's a
That's-
character thing at this point.
Burglary.
Burglary.
Burglary. There's no law against attempting it. It's the law about committing it.
That's not true. That's decidedly untrue.
Yeah, actually, I'd like to roll a legal lore. Oh, Jesus
He seems-
Christ.
He
I'd like
seems
to say
legit.
that you're a police officer and would know better.
Yeah.
But
This is how you know I'm back for real, for real.
Yep.
I have not rolled above a 6.
No, you got it on
It's
perception.
Yeah.
3 rolls.
No, you got a 15 on the perception check.
Oh, you're so real.
Yeah.
Thank you. Wow, boost my ego, buddy.
Yeah, you're good. Cooper, you're talented. You're amazing. You got this.
Oh, thank you. It's just so hard being good and talented.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Now,
But,
something about that doesn't sound quite right, friend.
yeah, probably isn't, but, can't blame a guy for trying. Job offer. What do you want done? What are you looking to have taken?
Oh, I just think you should put your talents to better use.
Like what?
This is my town.
What can I
Oh, I'm sure you can
legitimately
find-
what type of job can I really do, right? Like I got a criminal record. No one's going to want to hire a criminal. I got nothing going for me other than stealing. That's all I'm good at. And listen, there's only so much work you can do with your fingers.
I'm not necessarily disagreeing, but
This man lacks creativity.
this man lacks creativity. He's just quite a man. I might
Yeah.
be a beautiful woman, but you're quite a stupid man.
What I lack in intelligence, I make up for in dumb luck and charisma.
Mm-hmm. You don't got much of either.
Charisma.
Charisma's where you care about other folks over yourself.
Okay, me. I'm just saying. I feel like I might have some use for you in the future if these bandits don't quite peter out, if it were.
From what I hear, they've been petering out a fair amount.
We'll see for how long.
Ah. Word on the street is that a certain dick is being a little bit more aggressive with his leashing of the folks in his posse.
Is that so?
Caused a number of them to leave. Decided to break out on their own. Formed some sort of blast powder bandits. Got real zealotry about it too. Made it like a symbol of it and seemed to be praying to gunpowder from what I can tell.
You know what you just did?
What?
Proved your worth.
Yeah.
Aww.
Aw.
People like talking to me. It's not my fault, I remember.
Oh, I don't like talking to you. I just had a feeling you might know something. And I was right. So why don't you be my informant?
Yeah, what do you need?
I need you to obey the law. 1, my law. And 2, find out more shit like that for me and I'll keep you fed.
Isn't it boring though, just like following the rules all the time? Isn't it nice to step out of line from time to time?
Why don't you steal from those fucks?
Which fucks? The bandits?
Yeah, I'm sure they've got something.
I've done it all the time. Yeah, it's literally I steal from them. I've stolen from them, taken back what they've stolen to the rightful people, and they just steal it again. There's this one
Not
little,
Robin Hood
There's-
in my jail.
there's this one little girl in the town who keeps on having her toys taken by some desert bandit bullies. They're giving it to their sons. I'm just picking it up, bringing it back to her, and she keeps losing the fucking thing.
I'm sorry, so why are you in my prison?
Oh, I was trying to break into the general store.
Whatever in the fuck for?
I needed some coffee. I was really having a bad day. Yucca was busy and I didn't want to trouble him, so I wanted to get a little coffee for myself.
God damn.
It was a busy day at the tavern. They were down a server.
Oh, Desna, help me. I'm keeping you in mind, but you're
I'm more of a Callistra guy myself.
dumb as dirt is what you are. She'll smack his hand, and that'll be the end of the conversation. She'll look around the room again.
There's a little smile at the smack.
Whoop.
What is happening here?
I don't like that!
Nothing good, I'll
he's an
tell you that
awful-
much.
He's just a bandit. He's a dumb bandit.
I don't like that at all.
But yeah,
She'll look around the room again and try to see who else needs addressing, because this was a failure.
as you start to look around the room, Christine, that conversation, like that game took like a few hours, so like it's now like decidedly like a little bit late. Yeah, he kept the time went by.
That took a few. Okay.
It took a few hours. Because there's like the rounds of the game, and like a lot of that was done in silence and a lot of thinking and thought.
I would like the stream to know that Will told me canonically only 1 or 2 days has passed.
Yeah.
So if this took a couple of hours, I can't imagine how the last 2 months have gone.
As you are sort of like going towards the next one, there's a feeling of dread that goes over you.
What was that?
Oh, I think.
And
Will's
then
frozen.
you hear for a moment what you think is your sister yelling, I'm staying awake, I'm not waking up, I'm staying asleep.
Perception?
Yeah.
That's an 18. Natural
Honey's
18.
Honey is nowhere to be seen.
With that high of a check, can I figure out if this is like
It definitely
mental?
came from,
If this is
it definitely was mental.
okay. I don't like that. I set out to find Honey.
As you exit, Sim comes back. Heading out again, Sheriff?
Where's my sister?
I don't know. I said I'm talking to Candor. Candor's
Candor?
Candor's in the tavern right now.
Okay.
Gander, I barely even know her.
Bum.
And
Thank you,
Sim's
Slim.
just,
You're in charge again. I gotta go.
God help this town. And Sim walks into the sheriff's office. All right, you nitwits, I'm in charge. No one escaped because it's going to make me look real bad.
Yes, it will. And she'll go over to the tavern.
Yeah. You see Candor sitting at the table, basically just enjoying dinner. Sheriff.
She'll like slam her hands on the table, and the plates and the silverware will clatter a little bit. She's not trying to like get in his food or anything, but where is she? Where's my sister?
Well, last I said, we were going to go bounty hunting in a few days once I've finished collecting information on my targets. Then they went out of town. An old lady talked to Lorgar and all of them, and then they started riding south. Something about a kid going missing.
Okay, that lines up with what she told me, but she didn't tell me which way she was going. Where'd she go? Which way?
I mean, as far as I know, all that's to the south is that big old swamp. Maybe the Rooksy settlement in there, Blackgrass Bayou.
Okay.
You need to catch up to them quickly?
You got a horse?
He pulls out the little mechanical horse. It doesn't get tired. Remember?
You got me there.
Yeah. Here, give me... I feel awfully guilty about what happened, so give me like 2 minutes. And Candor runs up to his room, comes back down, and says, "All right, come outside, Christine." And he throws the horse down. It grows into like a horse-sized horse.
Yes, the abomination.
A horse-sized horse appears before you.
And then he puts a saddle on it, but the saddle isn't the one that like comes with it. It is like a dark black leather saddle that has like silver engraving on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is a loan, Christine. I expect to get it back. But this is a saddle of the Night Rider.
Okay.
It's pretty obvious. It's going to let you keep traveling on this horse to your destination while you're sleeping. Without falling off. Because falling off a moving horse while sleeping is dangerous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. How do I make it small?
You just gotta pull the tail.
Okay. She'll hop on and
Yeah.
not even another word, and just keep going.
Yeah, as you like get on, you can feel the leather from the saddle kind of like not like sticking to your legs, but you can definitely feel it like holding on to you. And yeah, you start to travel, and there is a night montage of Christine riding through the night to catch up with the party. As like
She's doing the
Christine's
traditional Cooper snore.
like fully passed out. The hat is still on your head. It's staying on there, and you just see behind Christine like a pack of the viper hyenas chasing after this metal horse.
Oh, I
Amber,
love my character so much.
Amber's working on. He's like cuts to like Amber working on like the ranch at night security, and they just see Christine riding by with like this like
Delightful.
pack of viper hyenas. Like, oh, I should. And they just like take a hammer out, they hit the ground, and like a fisher comes and a bunch of the viper hyenas turn and come towards her. Like, they're never going to know I did this. Whatever.
Aw.
And yeah, Christine, as morning comes and you awake, you see about 60 feet ahead of you the Black Grass Bayou Village. And the rest of the party who have made it to the gates of the village, and there appear to be like a number of Aruxi that are now opening the door and beginning to lead them in.
Do we see her approach?
I mean, you hear something approaching quickly behind.
I turn
She'll-
around. To
Flaming
look.
sphere. No.
You
again,
you
Lord
turn
God.
around and you see Christine riding on one of Kander's metal stallions.
Oh.
Christine
Oh,
will like
howdy, you made it.
Christine will prop herself off the saddle and pull the tail as she jumps backward
Goes to like a toy.
to make this very stylized like dismount, basically.
Make an acrobatics check.
Okay,
I'm going to make you roll for
Breaks
this.
a leg.
that's fair.
You pull it off. You're good.
Yes, I do.
But yeah, you see
Hey,
Christine dismount.
I'm glad that I caught up with you. I didn't think it was going to be this easy. I had a vision, something like an epiphany.
Oh,
I mean, those are two kind of different things. Epiphany is more of a moment of...
No.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
let's talk over here. I'll. She sort of waves off, Lorgar and Dee Dee.
Yeah, I'm used to that by
What's
now.
going on?
Darla's just standing there listening.
And Darla, not here right now.
No, Darla's just
She's
standing there,
She's in our hearts.
listening.
Ominously.
Percy, sweetheart, what's got you so worked up?
You were hurt. I don't know. Who are you? Who are we hunting? I think that might help me put it together.
Oh, I'm not all that hurt, and they're dead anyway. There was this black goo sort of situation. I had already taken my watch, mind you, and I feel like that's a very important thing to add, is I had already taken my watch. And I would have handled it if it came up on my watch, but it didn't come up on my watch. It came up on someone else's watch. And they were trying to wake me up and have me take care of it. And I was like, no, sir, no, thank you.
Me.
And of course, I had to get up and take care of it anyway. But
You're so brave.
I truly am. Thank you kindly.
Wow. I heard you saying I won't get up, and that. I'm glad I'm here. What's
Oh,
next?
sweetheart, did you think I was giving up?
No.
You're
I
not
heard you
gonna
say
get
I
rid of me
won't
that
get
easy.
up. Not give up. I won't get up. Goofy.
Oh, but we did lose the entire cohort of Aruxi we were traveling with. They all bit it, so
Some of them quite horribly.
you're over there.
Yep. But
They just got straight up dissolved, Cooper.
Black pudding.
Weren't you weren't y'all supposed to be escorting them?
No, we were there for Balti, who is fine.
You know what?
So
Then
many
that's all that
Lorgars.
matters.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, Crass is averted. What's next? And she'll just walk back over to the group with Honey.
Well, what's next that we gotta talk to these guys?
Yeah, there's a number of
Um,
Aruxi guards that have come out now, and they're just kind of standing there, like, I hate to be rude. Is your private conversation done?
Oh yeah, thank you.
All right. What is your business in the Black Grass Bayou? Grr.
Some bugs are causing problems.
Did you see an Aruxi cavalcade? They were sent to gather a druid.
We brought you a druid instead.
All right, hold on. A couple things there.
Yes.
I was not brought. I came of my own volition. Thank you very
That's a
much.
fair point.
Because, and Lorgar like points at a bunch of random Uruxi. Apparently, y'all can't mind your own backyard, and you need someone else to come fix it. Mutters under his breath. My mom was right about every one of you.
Ooh.
So
the Aruxi just kind of looks over you, Lorgar.
Things are heating up in the Lorgar.
make a minor illusion. It'll last longer.
Lorgar's not usually this spicy. Y'all got him real riled up.
You were the druid that Seer Lorvent has asked for, then.
I suppose.
Maybe.
You'll need to come with us, all of you.
All of us.
Yes.
The sooner we get this over with, the better I will feel. So lead on.
Yeah, you are brought to a tent. To like a tent canopy. Oh, I actually get to describe the Black Grass Bayou City. I'm doing this better. You enter into a massive swamp city. It is... the smell is pungent. It is like mildew and swamp, but throughout it, there's like a number of like incense burners that are just constantly burning, like floral sort of aromas. So it's almost like the inside of a Bed Bath Beyond, but in a swamp.
Oh, goals.
Swamp, Bath, and Beyond.
Yes, swamp, Bed Bath and Beyond. The Aruxi, the Black Grass Bayou village is built around like a central sort of square that appears to be like a ritual area for druidic rituals. But otherwise, the city itself is basically all connected and built on these like raised wooden platforms that go over top and like let you walk over the waters of the swamp. So it's like a swamp integrated city.
That's pretty slay.
Yeah. You're brought to one of the tents, to a sort of like hybrid tent and wooden structure. It has like several like large floors. It appears to be some sort of astrarium. You can see that there's a makeshift telescope coming out the top of it. Yeah. And in the middle of the building, basically looking up through the telescope at the sky, is a Aruxi with green scales. This one is not an alligator Aruxi like most of the other swamp denizens. They are a lizard Aruxi that have 3 horns, 2 of which are above their eyes and 1 of which is on their nose. Each one is golden color. And as they turn, they kind of like let go of their eyeglass, and they put on like a pair of small spectacles, and they look up to you and say, one moment. I need to finish taking these notes. This is very important. Very, very important. I apologize for the delay. And she starts writing.
More important than being devoured by bugs?
Yes, it is part of the solution to that issue, I believe. All right, so I need to track that.
Just glance at everyone else and just shrug.
All right, I
Sure,
apologize.
you believe a lot of stuff.
I apologize for the delay, friends. Also, hello, Live and Let's Die. Thank you for the raid.
Live and
Yay!
let's die.
I apologize for the delay, friends. I apologize. Yes, you are the druid that I foresaw. Excellent. Welcome. The stars were quite palpable to guide you to me. I appreciate it.
Again, I feel like I guided myself here, but I also don't care enough to argue at this particular juncture.
Upon closer inspection of the room, now that you're inside of it all, there's the telescope, which is like the main feature of the room, but throughout it, there's a number of framed and preserved butterflies.
Christine will just kind of look at him.
But yes, I'm very happy that you've made it to me. The stars have guided you well, it seems.
What information can you tell us? You said your stars were imparting some important information. Can you share that with us? Because we're a little raring to get going to solve this here problem of yours and go
Yes,
home.
of course. And they like bring out their book. About a month ago, the calamitous constellation appeared in the skies above our fair village here, which of course is a bad omen, so I began to keep an eye out of things. The calamitous constellation, of course, is the constellation that the Lord of Light descended from, thus there is no longer a star part of that. It is a broken constellation. And
Don't believe I asked.
from that constellation, of course, we began keeping an eye out on things, and of course, the other planar planets were in retrograde. I believe Estrin was in retro, as was Telemetron. And as these planets were orbiting along us, that can often bring about a bad omen as well. So I began keeping a close eye on the going on to the swamps, and things became more aggressive. The water levels went up a little bit as the moon and the rest of the nights began to pass. But in addition to that, about a week and a half ago, the calamitous constellation returned. It was once again clearly visible. However, this time, its third star, Krumik, was ablaze with light. It was brighter than normal, than the season normally allows. This usually implies something current happening, some terrible event, some terrible tragedy. And this has been true upon that star's brightness being out of seasonally bright. The bugs became more aggressive. Almost like a beacon of calamity.
That's a lot of words for the bugs are getting real aggressive.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about
Yeah,
to say.
that was
Thank you.
do you talk like this all the time, where you take a while to say what you're trying to say?
I mean, I thought I took a normal amount of time. I was simply explaining the paths that the stars led me to there.
Okay. Well,
We
thank
took
you
the
so
scenic
much for
route to
your
arrive at that point, but
The
thank you.
scenic route.
And this,
All right, so
Ah!
let me just summarize this production we just went through, and feel free in as few as words as possible to correct me if I'm wrong. But something possibly going on with the stars. Seems like the nearby bugs are reacting to this, or it's a coincidence, and
it's
they are a problem.
it's no coincidence. The stars provided warning.
All right.
It's simple astrology.
Sure. So let me ask you this. Obviously, this problem needs to be solved. We need to perhaps go in there and scatter these bugs. I don't know if it means collapsing a hive or some such, but
The trouble is the swamp is such a large area. It would be not irresponsible, but it would be inefficient to search it all. Which is why I needed to call for a druid. The stars suggested that I call for another caster from outside of the tribe to aid with a ritual to summon a number of spirits that could scout the swamp for us. And that has brought you here, and that has made me very happy. So that is the plan. You're going to be the focal point of it, I believe. That is what the stars told me to do.
And this is the only method you have as to determine the quickest path to solving this issue.
Yes, it would be the most efficient.
Lorgar kind of claps his hands together. Well, then, I suppose we best get moving on that then, because every moment
Yes.
we're wasting, that might be more bugs encroaching on here or out farther out, and maybe heading towards Gull Line, and we do not want that. So
Yes.
let's get this going. Do I need to do some chanting? Do I need to sit
Well,
somewhere?
the thing is, because it would need to use the ritual circle in the center of the city, we do need to gain the rest of the council's permission to do so.
And the rest of the council ain't on board with.
Not being eaten by bugs?
Well, Ralvaxis believes that our warriors are able to fend the bugs off, and to be honest with you, Veilthorn, who is the other head of the council, they are no longer coherent enough in their old age to really understand what is going on.
I kind of lean over and whisper to Christine, how do you feel about a coup?
Pretty good.
Like, if we just took this place over, things might go smoother.
Well,
Yeah.
I can.
I'm whispering.
I know. I have arranged a meeting with the council, so I am able to call at any point as a sitting member. I'm able to do so.
Yes, but what if they say no, and I don't like that?
Well, then I suppose we would do the ritual regardless and suffer the consequences. I'm sure we'd have to
Excellent.
probably fight off some of
Excellent.
Ralvaxis's warriors. He's very grandstanding, that one.
Well, no offense to Ralvaxis or whatever his name is. If they are of the same caliber as our unfortunate escort, I sadly don't think we have to be too concerned with it.
Oh, did you find their party?
I'm going to cut you off there before you even need to name a name. We did find them, but so did some black puddings. And unfortunately, that was the last thing that found them.
Oh.
I am sorry for your loss, but they have returned to the cycle.
I want to return to the cycle.
I will need
That's a
You
lovely
will.
way of putting that, Lorgar.
I will need
I'm
to give a proper funeral for one of my partners then. Thank you for the information.
Yeah. We're sorry we weren't able to do more. The puddings came out of nowhere, and the escort was very brave. I will say that.
The calamitous star continues to shine.
Apparently. So, in the interest of keeping as many people as safe as possible, while we get that council meeting rolling, and if possible, parallel some preparations for the ritual, so as we waste as much or as least time as possible.
All right. So they head off to do that. Guards will take you to the council chambers once they've gathered. I need to run and gather them and lets a few families know that they are one less. The seer heads off. And about 15 minutes pass while you're just in this abode. You can
Can I collect some swamp mud while I'm in the area just for my own healing purposes?
Yeah, if you want to go grab some swamp mud, you can.
I grab some swamp mud.
Yeah. About 15 minutes pass, and a Aruxi guard comes and says, "Outsiders, it is time for the council meeting. Please follow me."
Thing, insider.
And they lead you through the Black Grass Bayou, basically taking like a skirting way, like counterclockwise on some of the outer paths, to eventually come to a large structure. It is made from bone. It is made from mainly bone as its supports. There's like a number of very large bones that are holding up this like circular building. And as you are brought up to it, the soldier leads you in, and you see three figures. The first on the left is a looming and incredibly built Aruxi, very similar to Lorgar, in basically like scale pattern, but it is jet black. And you can see that their snout, as well as a number of parts on their body, are heavily scarred. Then in the middle is Seer Lorvent, the green Aruxa that you had met earlier. She sits on the council, and you know that you already have her approval, but making her like you, she might be able to provide additional help. And last but not least, entering the council chamber, using a walking stick as a very large walking stick, like it's like a branch the size of her as a cane, is a Aruxi who's clearly near the end of their life. Their scales are dull and are losing their luster, and yeah, she walks with this staff that you can hear like thunking with every single step. If people want to make a perception check, you can make a perception check.
Give me 1 second. 15.
All right.
19.
Lorgar, you'll notice it. Lorgar, you see your name on the staff, and then you see a number of other names on the staff. It appears as though engraved into this like branch walking stick is every name of everyone who has ever lived in Blackgrass Bayou.
All right then.
She takes her seat with the help of Lorvent, just kind of like helping her into it. And Seer Lorvent is the first to speak. Welcome, everyone, to this meeting of the council. Tonight, we will be discussing my ritual that I had put forward in order to use spirits to search. The most important component to the ritual has now finally arrived, and they point towards you, Lorgar. Its focal point and primary caster is here now. The one the stars have foretold me has come. And as they say that, the Aruxi on the left speaks up. The man, the buff Aruxi. Enough with your words about stars, Lorvent. We don't have all night. I have warriors to train if we're going to fight off these bugs correctly. They look over to you. I am Ralvaxis, leader of the military force here in the bayou.
We got a military force since when?
Points to the warrior that led you in here.
There's a what?
I thought those were just like neighborhood watch or something.
The fine line, just more.
Lorvent speaks up.
Getting it.
I was not going to get onto any tangents. This is business, Ralph. I don't honestly know why you were so angry with me all the time. I'll stop being angry with you all the time when you get to the damn point of things. And then speaking up is the Aruxi on the right. Please, you two. Please stop fighting. This is no time for harsh words when our community is at risk.
Oh, they love each other. They're in love, aren't they?
Stop.
I whisper this to Honey. I'm like, oh, they got a thing for each other.
Honey sort of gives you like a, you might be onto something there. You might be onto something there.
It's given she knows what she's talking about.
During this introduction, you will each receive now a chance to do a discovery check on these NPCs, as this is a influence encounter.
I'll influence them with a flaming sphere.
When
So
your spheres and their flames.
we'll start
Why
with...
fix what ain't broke?
They ain't the only things flaming in this hut right now. Looks over at us too.
The fires of passion.
We'll start with Lorgar. Lorgar, who would you like to do a discovery check on?
I'd like to. Oh, yep.
Would you like to do it on Ralvaxis, the military leader? Seer Lorvent, the person who has brought you here, or Veilthorn, the oldest of the three?
Ralvaxis.
Ralvaxis? Alright. You can give me a society or perception check.
I'll do perception because I don't live in a society. I live in the desert. 22.
22, that's a success. You'll learn their lowest DC. Just gauging off of this guy, he seems like someone who appreciates displays of might. Their lowest DC is athletics with a DC of 16 to get an influence point with them.
Sorry, which check was it? I was distracted there.
Athletics with a DC of 16. This
I kind of glance at
information
Christine.
this information does automatically get shared with the party unless
Yeah.
otherwise said. So,
Oh, okay.
let's go
Christine
with
wiggles her eyebrows.
let's go with Christine next. Christine, who would you like to try to get a read on?
Get a read on Lover Boy, Lover Aruxi? Question mark.
Which one?
Yes.
Ralph
McKenna, flip a
Axis?
coin. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay. Rav Axis.
Okay. Then you can give me a society or perception check.
Okay. This will be the first nat one of the evening.
11. Unfortunately, that's not a success.
It's not a nat one.
No, it's not.
That's all that matters.
Moving right along, Miss Honey Madeline.
Let me get a perception on that little old lady.
If you'd like, you can also do diplomacy
Ooh,
or
no,
society
no, no,
for
no.
them.
Well, I'll be hero pointing that either way. Sorry, you said perception or society?
Perception, society, or diplomacy for her as well. You can let the old lady prattle on for a bit to learn about her if you want.
So this might just be to gather information. I do have the half-truths feat, which...
Sorry to interrupt. Discovery checks do count as gathering information.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think this is technically... I think half-truths is for requests, so I cannot use deception in place of diplomacy here. So I'm just going to re-roll that nat 1 for perception.
Fair enough.
14.
Unfortunately, you can't get quite a read on her. And Abby. Dee Dee, what would Dee Dee like to try to do?
I'm gonna take the other one of the Lover Boys.
Seer lore event?
Yeah.
Alright, her discoveries are society, perception, and nature or arcana.
Society, perception, nature, arcana. Nature's decent. Arcana, nope. Society, nope. You know what? What is my perception? Oh, okay. We're going to go with perception then.
17. Unfortunately, you're not able to learn anything.
Oh, man.
DC for your level is 19.
When I go through the American education system with ADHD.
Alright, so with that, we're now going to get into the arguments section of this encounter. So during this section, I'm going to have y'all just do me a favor. And you're all still on the map, right? Yep. Can you all roll me an initiative roll just so we can get an order of people for this?
Yeah.
No, I don't have to remember.
Oh, where's my token?
What a horrible night to be Christine.
It's right below Balti. Did you nat one again?
Didn't nat one. Pretty fucking close.
Yeah, 15. 25 for Dewdrop.
Duty.
And Lorgar, your initiative?
Pardon, I was looking for my thing to click on before I hit it. There we go.
30.
30.
Nice.
Lorgar's eager to be done with this.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Lorgar, you can make me either a discovery check or you can try to gain influence on one of the NPCs. A reminder that diplomacy does work for everyone automatically, but you might be able to find something more.
Yeah, I feel like I need to do some discovery because the one thing that I learned about my target specifically is athletics, which is useless to me. So I'd like to do some discovery, see if I can find out something else on this guy.
Who'd you like to try to get a read on?
Razagus or whatever it is his dinosaur sounding name.
Ralvaxis?
Ralvaxis, thank you.
That sounds like a dinosaur name.
Ralvaxis. All right, you can make me a society or perception check.
I'm gonna do perception.
Roll 20.
Nice.
You think that since displays of night are their thing, you would definitely think that intimidation could be used on them as well. And of course, diplomacy is their highest DC at 19, intimidation is 18, athletics is 16. You now have all the information on this person that you can gather.
All right. Christine, old sheriff, old buddy, old pal.
Hmm.
I think I got a mission for you.
Oh, a mission.
Yeah, make a fool of this warrior man.
Dewdrop, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
Would you like to do a discovery or influence check?
I'm gonna go with another discovery.
All right. Who would you like to try to learn about? The seer.
Who hasn't
Vale?
had anything learned about yet?
Old lady.
Both the Veilthorn and the seer, but the seer is already like on your side, so the only person, Veilthorn.
All right, I'm gonna go for Veilthorn then.
All right. Make me either a perception, diplomacy, or society check.
Perception. Diplomacy. Let's try diplomacy.
26.
Not bad.
Nice.
Okay.
That is a critical success.
Yes.
So you know that for her, her lowest DC is a DC 15 society check to gain influence when you use arguments about protecting the people and the community of the bayou. Then after that, her next lowest DC is diplomacy with a DC 17 to gain influence with her. All right. Moving right along to Miss Honey Madeline.
Okay. I'm trying to do the mental math to see how high would I have to roll on a society check. Oh, and I'm out of hero points, so if I fuck this up, it's gonna be really bad. I think I am going to petition. Oh god, I keep forgetting her name, the little old lady.
Veilthorn.
Veilthorn, I'm so sorry. You've said that 6 times.
You're good. That's why I have them written down.
Veilthorn.
I just wrote it down. Couldn't fucking remember.
Veilthorn. And I think I am going to make this a deception check in lieu of diplomacy with half truths.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll mean it's the DC for diplomacy.
Yeah. Which is a 17. The society is 15. As a reminder.
Yeah, but I have a much higher deception than I do society.
That's fair.
Actually, the chances are about the same, but that's neither here nor there. I'm going to petition Veilthorn, and say, I believe Lorvent has the community's best interest at mind when, they are talking about making use of this ritual circle. It seems like the least violent way to take care of this business, and the least dangerous way. Very likely no one you care about will be hurt doing this, and it seems easily like the best and simplest solution. She just needs your support on this.
Make me a deception check. I'll get a +2 to that with your argument.
Sick.
21. That is a success.
Just passed it.
Wicked sick.
All right.
Wicked sick.
You get 1 influence point with a Veilthorn.
Sounded visceral.
I'll take
Sick.
it.
Oh god.
Alrighty. Christine, it's your turn.
Let's fuck about and do some athletics on some NPCs.
No. Do you want to show off your might to Ralvaxis?
Yes.
How does Christine flex on them?
Arm wrestling, specifically because Matt said make a fool out of this person.
And you just walk right up, put your arm on the table. He knows what to do. He grabs it. His hand dwarfs yours. So this is going to be pretty fun. Make me an athletics check.
Oh, god damn it.
You push, and you manage to actually get his arm down. That'll be a success. The DC for athletics is only 16.
You think you're tough, huh?
I can respect a warrior like you.
Thank
That was a good match. You have a good arm.
you. I work real hard.
She's actually got 2 of them.
I'm a little bit stronger with my tail myself.
I wish I could look at Abby right now and say, "This is a little girl's arms. A little girl with
Girl.
a little girl with
Girl.
dreams."
Lorgar,
Mm,
it's your turn.
all right. Trying to think if there's any other information that needs to be gathered. If we got everything.
Ashley, catch a Dorian.
You don't have
You were
any.
supposed to be watching the door.
You don't have any of Seer Lorvent's info. If you want to gather some of that,
Can I still do perception on that?
you can do perception, society, nature, or arcana.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do perception. It is slightly better. All that wisdom. Nope. I'm gonna use my hero point
All right,
because this is all I'm good for tonight. Gathering information potentially.
20.
20. Yeah,
That's
there
a
we go.
success. You know that to influence the seer, and he speaks about like the ritual and like rituals in general, and that sort of like discuss the magical side of things with arcana, nature, occultism, or religion is the easiest way to influence her. She seems to very much have her head up in the stars, and that's only a DC 14.
Okay.
And like as confident as she is in the ritual, she think it's just something the stars told her to do. So if you can really get her to believe in the success, there might be additional bonuses for you.
Interesting.
Wink, wink. Dewdrop, you're up. Who would you like to try to influence?
I don't suppose any of them have performance weaknesses that I missed?
They do not.
Damn. All right. Well, I guess I'll try me some. Okay, so it was Veilthorn that had like a diplomacy thing.
They all
Was
have
there...
diplomacy.
They all have diplomacy.
They all
Okay,
Veilthorn's
who?
everyone.
is lower.
Veilthorn's is
Veilthorn's
lower
is
at 17.
Okay.
Hmm.
Who has not been successfully influenced yet?
The seer has not been successfully influenced yet. But to be honest with you, this type of encounter is usually done with points, so getting more points on people is always useful. So I would recommend focus firing. But yeah.
I'll Veilthorn it for some diplomacy.
All right, make me a diplomacy check. 25. That's a success. You're able to get a little bit more influence with her. She seems to be warming up to your group as a whole. Going forward, because of Veilthorn's positive impression on you, you all have a bonus +1 to your checks to influence the others. Moving right along, Miss Honey Madeline.
Oh God. I suppose if we're focus firing and I don't really have anything. Remind me what lore, not Lorgar, the other lore.
Lorvent.
Lorvent. I am struggling tonight. Remind me what I need for a Lorvent. I don't think I have any skills that are helpful.
lore
for
event?
her,
Any
but-
of the magical skills. So Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion is what you have. And
Nope.
you also know
Not-
Society and Diplomacy would work for her, just like everyone else.
Yeah, but I'm sure the DC for those is higher.
Yeah, but it's higher than 14.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
No, I will focus
Woo.
fire and keep sweet talking.
Shock Mommy, thanks for the raid.
Oh, hi.
Shock mommy.
You're going to
Wow,
keep
that's
sweet
a greeting.
talking who?
Little old lady,
Alright.
Veilthorn, with a 20, technically a 25.
A 25 is a success, but not a critical success. The DC
Yeah.
is 23.
DC is 23.
The DC for crit success would be 27.
Oh, God.
I misspoke. That's my bad. But yeah, that's a success. You're good.
Sick.
She
One
seems
more
really warming up to you. Moving right along, of course. Christine, do you want to continue working on Ralvaxis, the warrior lizard?
Best 2 out of 3.
All right, make me another athletics check.
Ooh.
Another success. They seem to be very much warming up to you.
Okay, wait, yeah. If it's still going, then I will save this for next round.
You are very, very powerful.
I'm one tough lady, what can I say?
This ritual will happen regardless, but from what Lore Vent has told me, I understand that it may have some dangers.
Dangers?
I'll provide some warriors to aid in your ritual, Lore Vent. You hit the first influence point with them. They're going
Yay!
to provide 4 warriors to add to your defenses for the ritual.
Nice.
We need defenses for the ritual? That's
Yes,
concerning.
You will. Moving right along, Lorgar, it's your turn.
All right.
I don't like that giggle, Will.
It's a very cool thing.
I don't
Trust
like
I
it one
think
bit.
I have a theory, but I will not voice it. I'll just do aha when it happens.
You could try to influence Lorvent.
Yeah, she has a
Got the...
DC 14 Arcana, Nature, Occultism, Religion.
I will use Arcana or Nature.
Arcana, Nature, Occultism, or Religion.
All right, I'll try doing Nature. My Nature is a little bit better than my Arcana by like 1 point. Big money, big money. 29, big
Nice.
money.
That's a critical success.
Natural
Nice.
19.
As you're discussing magical theory with you, she comes to the realization,
Well,
yes.
nature.
Well, nature, but that's still a magic type. Primal
Yeah.
theory.
Right, yeah, okay.
Yes. Oh, maybe these might be better ingredients to use as a catalyst instead. Lorgar, you're going to get a +4 to the ritual
Nice.
casting.
Nice.
Are you going to keep track of that, or should I write that down somewhere?
I have it. It's in my notes for the everything,
Okay.
so you're good. It's in my Wild Ambition notebook that you may recognize.
Der Katzenstrap.
The Katzenström. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a critical success. I'm moving right along. Lorgar. Dewdrop, you're up.
Alrighty, I am going to do some diplomacy with Veilthorn.
All right.
Ooh.
A 13.
You know what?
Do you want to hero point it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
A 15 is not a success, I'm afraid. It's not a critical.
Ah.
It's not a critical failure, though, so you're good.
I feel a kinship with Abby every single time we play together.
Aw.
Miss Honey Madeline.
Let me see if I can make a quick little recovery stepping in on Miss Dee Dee's behalf here.
Thank
Alright.
you.
Ooh, that's a nat 20!
Oh, that is a critical success.
Well, I should hope so.
All right, so Veilthorn is on side. You guys gain a victory point for this encounter.
Shit.
And in addition to that, well inside of the Black Grass Bayou, you will be given the community's protection. As Veilthorn feels you are people who truly care about the people of the Bayou.
I really truly do.
While you're in the swamp, you get a +1 to your AC.
Hot.
Oh, sick.
Yep. Moving right along, we have Christine.
This turn, I would like to arm wrestle his tail since he's so proud of it.
Go for it.
It's gonna
Is
be
this
another nat
still-
20. It's gonna be
Yeah.
another nat
Yeah,
20.
roll it.
Ah,
I'll take 24.
25, technically. That is a success, not a critical success. It's one off. But yeah, you beat their tails like, one more round. Lorgar.
Is there any point on trying to repeat my success with the same person from?
I mean, you've hit one of their points. You can always try to get more stuff and see what it gets you.
Now, if I remember correctly, I can't use the same check again.
You can.
Or-
This is
okay.
not a skills challenge. This is a social
Okay.
encounter.
Getting those two mixed up in my head.
Yeah.
I'll
We will-
try for.
If I'm being honest, we'll probably not do a Lord Kensington skills challenge anymore in this campaign because there's better systems in PF2 for it.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try another nature check.
Roll it.
21.
21's a success. It's not a critical success, but it's a success. She's definitely nerding out with Lorgar, speaking about how the stars influence primal magics and primal casting. It's a very technical conversation.
Sure, Grandma. Let's get you to bed.
Dewdrop, you're up.
Yo. All right. So I am going to try to impress Veilthorn again, because honestly, it's the only thing I feel comfortable with.
That's fine.
Yes.
That is a 26. That is a 27 with her bonus, making that a critical success.
Yes.
In addition to your +1 of AC, she carves your names onto the staff.
You're telling me my name wasn't already on the staff?
Your name was not on the staff, and your name was still on the staff, but she recarves it. Specifically, it's a tradition in the area that they carve, like, that people name their child before they give birth in the swamps. And the reason why they do that is so she can carve their name on the staff, as you've all been given a death ward. If you go down, in the swamp, you will automatically be stabilized once.
Oh.
God damn.
Oh my god.
You have maxed out Veilthorn with that.
Okay.
As a heads up.
Thank you for that heads up, because I would have just kept on keeping on with Veilthorn.
No worries. Miss Honey Madeline, you're up. This is probably going to be the last round of this encounter.
Can I aid Christine somehow? I don't know how I would accomplish that, but maybe fainting? Can I faint and, like...
You want to try to distract Ralvaxis?
Yeah.
Yeah, make me a deception check for a feint then. I'm okay with that.
This could go so bad.
Sure.
30, it didn't go bad at all!
Christine, you'll have a +2 to whatever you roll here, so a +3 in total. Christine, you are in a fight. You're in a tail wrestling match.
I feel like he's gonna be insulted if I do this.
No.
Do it.
What do you think? Go for it.
Your tail sure is a formidable foe. Would you be okay with me trying to arm wrestle you, but with my leg?
Go for it. Let's see. How often does Christine skip leg day?
So you have a hero point, do you?
Nope, I used it earlier.
Yeah.
Chat, please, chat.
Christine.
Right. Our ancient graves have opened.
You will lose a success
Goodness.
with them.
Chat, please.
And you go for the tail. Their tail, unfortunately, you skipped one leg day too many. And it just kind of dislocates your leg a bit. They notice this. They're very apologetic. Perhaps you were not as strong as I thought.
Oh.
I'll put some mud on it.
Lorgar. This will be the last round of this encounter.
All right. Have I gotten all this stuff I can out of my nature checks, or is there more?
Nope, there's still more you can get from her.
I will try nature one more time, because that's what I'm here for. It is the druid.
Yep, roll it.
1, 2, 3.
Nice.
27.
I'm sorry, Cooper. I'm sucking all the good fortune tonight.
That is a critical success, and that gets you to her second tier. Yes, I apologize. Ralvaxis is correct. There will be some danger, but do not worry. We have supplies, and she will be providing the party with ghost touch runes, as well as oils of vitality for your weapons.
I have one question, Will.
Yes.
What was the DC for that athletics check?
The DC for the athletics check is a 16.
I was gonna be like, if it was a 14, technically that's just a normal failure. But
Yeah, no.
had to at least ask.
No, you're good. It's all good.
Cries cutely.
But yeah, so you will each be given a ghost touch rune as well as an oil of vitality.
Oh,
Nice.
permanently?
Yes, the Ghost Touch Room is permanent. The Oil of Vitality is
Oh,
consumable.
wow.
Do I need to figure out which of my guns I'm putting a ghost rune on?
No, like I said, your guns will be attached. Each of the your runes will attach to both of the guns automatically for you,
I like
unless
to hear that.
unless you as McKenna want to micromanage 2 guns with different runes on them.
So don't.
Okay,
I so don't.
that's why I was like, it's just attached to both. That's fine with me.
Yeah.
If you ever do want to micromanage, no, you won't.
Maybe. I mean, if I could have them be like equally good but with different abilities, that'd be kind of sick.
Yes, you would be able
But,
to
like,
do that.
We'll cross that bridge.
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But for now, we'll say that it applies to both. Moving right along. Dewdrop, it's your turn. So far, it looks like the only person who has stuff left. I mean, the Seer and Ralvaxis both have stuff left. If you want to try to diplomatize them.
Alrighty. And neither of them have any fun performance stuff that they let me do, right?
Ralvaxis has intimidation and, unless you have the performance as diplomacy skill feat.
Yeah, do you have Virtuosic Performer?
Good question. I thought I did, but I don't see it.
You might.
Oh wait, no, I do. Fuck, I kept on like. Nice, I do.
It's not Virtuosic Performer. Virtuosic Performer is the one that gives you a +1 to a performance type. The feat that you're looking for is impressive performance.
Nope. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and diplomatize this guy.
Ralvaxis.
Yeah, he's the last one we need to get something from, right?
Well, Seer still has one more, but yes, both of them.
Seer still has one more?
Yep.
Which one's easier, the Seer or Ravaxis?
They're both about the same.
Alrighty. Here's to hoping.
Sick.
And that is a success on Ralvaxis.
Nice.
Making up for the loss that the critical fail got. Miss Honey Madeline.
Beat his ass twice before.
I'm going to do that same shit again, where I'm like, oh my, the humidity just does not agree with me.
Roll it.
It's a 27. I was sort of hoping to soak a low roll for Cooper,
Success.
but that should be a critical success for.
That is a critical save. So once again, +2, Cooper.
So +3 total.
Yes, +3 total, but additional +2. Miss Christine.
It's an at 20.
I'll use my other leg. I'll show you how tough I am.
That was a critical success.
Who's tough
Nice. With that, they let out a mighty
I don't hear no
roar.
bell.
This is the best challenge I've had in some time. Their roar is a rallying cry. Each of you gain 20 temporary hit points.
Our fight will be legendary.
What would we need those for, Will?
Who knows?
Okay.
Find out
Okay.
next time on
Why
Dragon
would I need
Ball
half
Z.
my hit points and temporary hit points, Will?
Who knows?
Okay.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
Alrighty, and yeah, with that, the meeting comes to an end. You have managed to get them all on board for the ritual. So, good on you. Good job, team. High fives all around.
Yay.
And you got a couple bonuses. I'll go through those again. You hit 2 of the 3 tiers for Ralvaxis, giving you additional warriors and those 20 temp hit points. You hit 2 of the 3 tiers for the Seer, giving you a bonus to the casting check of the ritual, as well as some Ghost Touch runes and Oils of Vitality. And Oils of Vitality will change it to will change your weapon damage to Vitality damage. That will give you a plus. That will give you basically a bonus to deal Vitality damage. For weapons like guns, it does 10 ammunition rounds. Each oil, each oil does 10. So you get 10 shots of Oil of Vitality that you can soak in honey. And then for Veilthorn, you got the AC boost, you got the protection of the community in the form of Death Ward, and you got the bonus for the chatting, but that doesn't apply now. So the AC boost and the protection from death is mainly the important thing here.
Yeah.
As the meeting concludes, the seer runs and collects some ingredients and says, "Excellent, we shall begin the ritual immediately. Everyone, please follow me." And you are led to the ritual grounds, which I'm going to take everyone to a map for now.
Fancy.
So this is at the center of the village. There appears to be a number of there's 4 large pools that you can see are filled with bones.
Freaky.
I don't like that.
It is.
Hey, leave that puppy dog alone.
It is absolutely filled with bones
Cool.
on all sides. Here,
Oh.
it looks as though like the entirety of the swamp drains into this like basin area here, and as part of that drainage, a lot of the things that die in the swamp waters, their bones get washed here, in addition to any Uruxi remains that get thrown in here. This is sort of like one big old grave site.
Well, I figured we're not going to be seeing any of you guys that we lost earlier.
No, they kind of got melted.
In addition to that, Lorgar, you're brought to the central island here that has like a number of stones set around it in a ritual circle. There are 4 seers who will be aiding you in this ritual. It is a version of the Create Undead ritual.
Question, Will.
Yes.
I feel like I know the answer to this. Assuming that I am doing checks for various things while I'm in the circle, I won't have any actions to spare to like direct salt, will I?
It is 1 action to do your ritual duties.
Okay, and I
If
can
anything
only do
comes up-
1 a turn.
Well, no, it's like 1 action to basically maintain casting the ritual.
No, I'm just saying, in a usual turn, you get 3 actions,
Yes.
but for the ritual, every time it comes around to me, I can only spend 1 of those actions on the ritual.
You need to spend 1 of those actions on
Yes,
the
yes.
ritual. So you will effectively have 2 actions only.
Yeah, a minimum and a maximum of 1.
Yes.
Okay, so I will have I will leave salt on the outer platform near my allies.
If y'all want to move yourselves around the platform, I'll keep talking a little bit though. Seer Lorvent will talk about how this ritual will call upon the spirits of past Uruxi to create a vessel for them that will control the wisps that will search the swamp for us. Essentially, what we're trying to do here is create a creature, and they pull out a book and they start looking through it, known as Book of the Dead, everyone. It's a great book.
Help, puppy.
It has so many cool things in it. Like the Uruxi Osarte, a ancestral guardian. We are going to be attempting to create an Osarte. That will control and help us. It is a ritual passed down.
You're certain that you'll be able to control it
Yes.
once it's...
Controlling this creature is not a problem. It is the spirit of an ancestor. It will want to help us. But
Confident. I like it.
the issue would be that there are many other spirits in this swamp that may try to take hold and gain footing on the mortal plane during this ritual.
Gotcha.
So we are going to need to defend the casters of the ritual while the ritual is happening from any creatures that may pop up.
Understood.
So, with that said, where would you all like to be? Darla's going to come and stand probably beside Christine.
Damn, that's where I was gonna stand.
I mean, you can stand there too. I'm going to actually open up Darla's character sheet too.
Yeah, I might do that.
Alright, so, for everyone's knowledge, all of your weapons have Ghost Touch. A Ghost Touch rune on them right now. Or a weapon has a Ghost Touch rune. The Ghost Touch rune...
And the vitality oil.
And the Vitality Oil, that you have to apply, so... You know,
Consider
apply
it
that.
applied.
Yeah, for ammo it's easy, but for weapons it's... How can I make this show? But yeah, basically you're able to hit corporeal creatures and they won't have a resistance to it.
Ooh.
If any corporeal creatures show up.
Corporeal or incorporeal?
Incorporeal. You're able to hit incorporeal creatures like they are corporeal.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
I can use words.
I was gonna say, I was operating under the assumption that I could already hit corporeal creatures.
And yeah, the ritual begins.
Not with that plus to hit, you don't.
Lorgar, how long does the create undead ritual take?
24 hours.
So, the first few hours are quiet. There's chanting. Each of the seers is channeling energies towards Lorgar, and Lorgar continues the chant. On the dawn of the 5th hour, though, some creatures begin to rise from the area, from the swamp water. And there are some swampy skeletons.
Swampy skeletons.
Spooky, swampy
Skeletons send shivers down your spine. There are a number of skeletons that have appeared. And guess what, team?
I'm guessing.
It's time to roll initiative.
So true.
Yeehaw!
Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, meow.
Oh, wow, that one rolled good.
Meow, 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 meow.
Just going to do this in clockwise order. In total, 12 have risen up.
Skelly gang, rise up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the warrior's orders are to protect the seers casting the ritual. So they are going to be doing that. However, if things do start to get out of hand, they will move away from their positions to help. Alrighty. So I'm going to move them to their positions to protect the seers because that is their goal. They're basically spending their actions holding actions to hit anything that comes towards the seers. If they weren't here and things just got to the seers, then they would start... Yeah, basically the warrior's providing a buffer to the seers so the ritual doesn't get interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Descending. Starting up with a skeleton guard. It's going to take a action. 10, 15, 20, and it will get right up towards Dee Dee. And it will take a claw strike at you, Dee Dee. Does a 16 hit?
Nope.
Alright, it'll take a second claw strike and miss with a 6. Lorgar, it is your turn.
Salt! Get him! I'm gonna use an action to direct Salt to circle, a wide circle around to get behind the thing.
Okay.
And because I believe I have an advantage, Salt will get...
Well, they're flat-footed, but yes.
Yeah. So Salt will get their sneak attack.
Alright.
So I'm just going to roll Sneaky Claws.
A 20 is a successful hit. For
Just 8 damage in total.
8 points of damage. Salt breaks the skeleton into pieces.
Just
Ooh.
bursts
You'll
through the
love
moldy
to
skull.
see it.
Lady, you scared the shit out of me.
Meow.
And then the cat's just there. Dee Dee, as the skeleton falls into shambles.
Good kitty. I'll get you some friskies after this.
You know the cat does not eat anything.
You still have one action, Lorgar.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Guidance has a range of 30 feet. I'm going to give dear old Honey Madeline. Hold on, is that 30 feet?
It's not.
Mm.
It's 40. There's no one in range where you are.
Oh, well,
You do just have to stay on this island, Lorgar. So if you want to move,
well,
you can.
if I move, I'll have no actions.
Yeah.
Well, you could move for next round.
That's fair. I will shuffle. I will use my action to kind of like awkwardly crab shuffle over to the far edge of this thing, so I'm within range of my allies for 30 feet. But all the while, swamp.
Why not Lorberg? Miss Honey Madeline. There are skeletons
right.
rising up from the water.
All right, I'm gonna faint at that one.
All right.
Oh,
Summon
oh
fainting courage.
my! It just does not agree with my humors.
That is a success,
Good
but
lord.
it is immune
I
to
need
mental.
more sanguine.
That is
Sweet Desna.
That is a success, but it is immune to mental effects.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Got no
Mindless
brain,
undead.
girl.
When I shoot twice.
That's a crit, and that's the first one's a crit, and we'll take it out. These things only have 4 hit points.
Oh,
Blammo.
well, then what about this one?
The 17 is a hit, and that will take it out.
Spin my guns and.
Alrighty.
Hot, hot, hot.
This one's going to go. It's going to use an action to get up to that guard, and they're going to take a claw at it. A 25 to hit the guard. As it occurs to me, I didn't open up the guard's character sheet, so give me 1 second to do that, because, yeah. Lizard folk, defenders. A 25 will hit, but will not crit. Off by 1. And this one's going to take 5 damage. You hear this lizard folk let out a hurt thing, but because they got there, they will get to make a attack, so they're going to use their tail. And they will crit the skeleton, and they will take it out. Alrighty, this skeleton's going to go now. It's going to use its first action. 10, 20, 25, perfect. To get to Christine. It does appear as though the water is difficult terrain for them. And it's going to take a second action to swing at Christine. A 15 will miss. As will 9. This one's going to go. It's going to use 2 actions to get to Christine.
Mm-hmm.
And miss with a 15. This one's going to use 2 actions to climb up here, and it's going to go after Honey.
Ew.
23 to hit you, Honey.
Yeah, I think that'll do it. Just barely, though.
It just claws across your arm.
Gross.
Boop.
You're taking out some of my temporary hit points, dude.
Yes.
That one gets up to there. He'll get 2 attacks on the lizard. Natural 20 for 6 damage. This defender's already not looking great. And second attack for 6 will miss. This one's going to go 2 actions to get to Dee Dee. 1 action to claw at Dee Dee. A 20 to hit
it
you,
misses.
Dee Dee. All right.
Thank you to what's her face for that
Yes,
extra
ma'am?
1. Yeah.
This one's going to get up to the
something thorn.
lizard Veilthorn. They are going to hit the lizard for 4 damage. The lizard's held action goes off. It's going to tail strike the skeleton, and that will miss. The skeleton dodges out of the way. Dewdrop, it's your turn.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna take my oiled up battle fiddle, take aim, and fire at the nearest skeleton.
Alright. 20 will hit for 5 piercing damage. It does no damage.
But the vitality stuff.
Did you add it?
Yeah,
I mean,
she
not
said it was all
manually,
oiled up.
but
Oh, okay, my bad.
She
So
said
then
she specifically said her oiled up fiddle.
I totally missed that. If the vitality oil is on that, that is
Not a-
vitality damage. That will hit, and that will
Not a-
take out the skeleton.
Not a phrase I
Yay!
expected to hear tonight.
Oiled up
Oh,
violin.
You still have 2 more actions.
Got all
take
this
aim
all.
at the next one.
All right, fire at
Sweet
will.
Jesus. Oh, Desna.
16,
help me.
16 will hit. Roll your damage,
Sweet
Yeet.
Desna.
and you take out that one too.
And with the third, same deal. Kapew.
And that one goes wide.
Damn.
Damn.
Skeletal guard. This one's going to spend 2 actions to get up to this lizard, 1 action to claw. They will hit the lizard for 6 damage. Ooh, all the guardians taking some damage.
Did someone say Olive Garden?
All of the guardians taking some damage, and they're going to get a
Can't
tail
believe we're
strike
at Olive
back.
Garden.
The
I'll
Garden
hit.
of Olives.
It will take
Garden
out the
of
skeleton.
Olives.
Lorgar, it is your turn at the top. Well, not the top of the round, but at this.
I heard there's a rival in the swamp for the Garden of Olives, the Crimson Crustacean.
But yeah, Lorgar, it's your turn.
Yes. I'm gonna spend an action, one of my 2, to direct Salt to go assist this lizard guy. Just enough movement to get into position.
All right, he gets
Yeah,
into.
sure.
Salt is in the water in that position.
Da-dun, da-dun.
All right.
Sneaky claws or sneaky jaws.
It manages to hit.
6 damage in total.
The piercing doesn't do any damage, but the precision does get through with the 4. It goes down.
Another victim. And with my last remaining action, I will, now that I'm in range, give Honey Madeline guidance.
All right, Miss Honey Madeline, you got 3 skeletons on you.
Sure do. I guess I'm gonna shoot the one that's directly in front of me. Reload and shoot.
Fire at will.
Fire
1, 2. So, oh wow. So that'll be this one and then the one in front of Christine.
Okay, so 24 hits for 8 piercing, but
Does a
because
25
you have,
crit? Not that it matters.
you need a 16. It's a 16, so you need a 26. The
Okay.
25 will hit for 8 piercing, but because you have the concussive trait, that becomes bludgeoning, which doesn't have any resistance. And then the 31 crits, and
That 20 piercing damage on a crit is mean. I'm glad they only have like a handful of hit points.
but
That's my turn.
that's their turn. And now we come to this guard. It's going to have to use all 3 of its actions to get up to this defender. This guard's going to go, and it's going to claw at Christine thrice. Claw the first, a 13. Claw the second, a 5. Claw the third, an 11. All will miss
She
Christine.
just kind of looks at him and just bonks him away with her shield.
Dewdrop, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna take aim, and I am going to fire at the nearest skeleton once my thingy comes up.
Fire at
Come
will.
on. There we go. Alrighty. Pew.
16 is a hit, but you deal 3 damage. Oh, only 3 damage. It's still up with 1 hit point.
I take aim again. Ka-boom.
And that will finish it off.
And then turn to the next one.
There is not another one, I think, within range. What's the range on your... Well, the 6 will miss regardless, so
Yeah.
you're good. Lorgar.
Alright. Salt is now not in range of anything, so I'm just gonna probably leave them. I'm just gonna use both my remaining actions to do a cheeky little electric arc.
All right. I will have a skeleton make a reflex. It's a dexterous skeleton.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of that. That's my whole turn. I only got the 2 actions because I'm still doing this crazy ritual.
It's spooky
You're in a
and
horrible angle.
scary.
There we go.
Honey.
Alrighty. And let me see if I can get at the one that's on Christine. I think that's the only one left, is it
There's
not?
only one left.
Oh, yeah. Reload. Shoot twice.
Fire at will? Well, shoot once, probably.
Once. Yeah,
Uh,
probably just once.
Well,
Well,
that's
no,
only 2
let's
bludgeoning.
do twice.
Yep. Oh,
Ooh,
the
that's not
second
gonna do it,
shot.
though.
Well, that's a fist. You're unarmed fisting. You're not shooting.
Oh,
Yeah,
Well,
that'll do it.
Maybe hit the right
that'll
button.
be a 7 plus... Oh, and the first one was an 18, so the first one would have been a crit.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Roll. Just
Let me...
roll a pistol.
Oh, to be unarmed.
yeah.
Fisting.
That would be 31. I'm taking
That's
that 18.
fine. That'll be 31. You turn that skeleton into bone dust.
Thank you. So it's 1,
And that's it.
2, 3.
You have deleted all those skeletons, and the ritual continues on. Another 4 hours pass.
And I still have 5 of my bullets.
And as the next 4 hours pass, you enter hour 8 of the ritual. 2 creatures, this time giant skeletons, come out of the lock.
Oh, I remember these.
Yes, and I think as these giant skeletons come out of the lock, Lorgar, you hear a voice in the back of your head.
God.
There are many distractions to this ritual, Lorgar. If you'd like, I can see that it succeeds, and your eyes continue to glow a little bit wispy as a familiar...
Oh no, the dark urge.
As a familiar vampiric voice enters Lorgar's mind. But join us next time as we probably finish off this ritual and get going deeper into the swamp. Thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of Wild Ambition here on twitch.tv/tabletop-rolls. Don't forget to check out our many other shows, our many other tabletop RPG shows. I totally forgot to roll Darla's initiative. Oh well, y'all handle it. We'll remember it for the next
She found a
time.
She
rock.
was just really confused.
She was very confused.
And distracted.
But
Dar
yeah,
and Lud.
join us next
I'm
time.
so zoomed in.
Join us next time. I think because when we were setting up the cameras, you were leaning back in your chair.
That tracks, yeah.
Yeah. And that might have thrown it off a bit. That's my bad, sorry. But
That's
join
okay.
us next time as we do that. I'm going to see if there's someone for us to raid right now.
Woohoo.
Is my brother online?
They are not.
No, he's not.
I follow your brother.
Slacker.
I follow your brother, so I know. Let's go and raid +5 proficiency. They seem interesting. They're doing they're doing Kingmaker. Yeah, let's go raid them.
Oh, fun.
Or like Bing Baker. Yeah.
So thank you all so much for coming.
Hey,
Check out
Mom, fuck
our
your life.
many other shows here
Bing
on
bong.
the channel, like the Astro Calling on Friday, and we'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.